Hello, Dr. Nambi here, coming to you from my house in Bella Bella, and we're speaking today about the topic that is dear to my heart, which is how to deal with burnout. Before I proceed, please follow my journey on YouTube, like, subscribe, and be the first one, to be able to see notification of my new video that is upcoming. So let's get right into our topic for the week, which is how to deal with burnout. So, as you might know, some of you might not know, but I'm a medical doctor by profession. I run my own medical practice. I'm a solo general practitioner, so which means I just work alone. I don't have a doctor that is working with me in my practice. It's just a practice that I run by myself. I have a sister, I have receptionists, and I have other people that are helping me, like, my husband who helps me run the surgery. But, before it is where it is today, I remember when I started my journey as a private medical practitioner. Because of, this thing whereby, I left my job in the government. I didn't have any other source of income. It really, affected me in a bad way, such that I didn't have anything to fall on. And for 3 months, I could not pay my, my normal installments on, all the bills that I was having. That included, the cars, the house, everything. I was not able to manage, to the point whereby even the school kids, I could not manage, just to do the normal thing of sending them to crèche. And we had to make a big decision and say, you know what, we're going to humble ourselves and we're going to just take the children out of crèche and they stay at home. So it was during that time that I will work from 8 o'clock and I will close, let's say, late around 6, 7 o'clock. Because I was still new in the town, most people didn't know who is Dr. Nambi. So because they didn't know who I was, even though I was operating very late hours, there was still no one that was coming to, to consult during the times when, I will avail myself. And I used to make the schedule whereby I used to work, 24/7. So even on my weekends, I was not going to church. I was not with the family. All my weekends, Saturday, Sunday, I was just right in my practice, seeing patients, of which patients were not coming. So when the 3 months ended, I was exhausted beyond exhaustion. And that is where the part of burnout comes in. I was exhausted in the sense whereby I was putting a high standard on myself. I was putting more pressure on myself. The pressure I put on myself was, I told myself, if I don't work hard, there won't be any money coming in. So because there won't be any money coming in, I felt like I needed to even put more hours, because if I don't work hard, it means there's no money. But to my surprise, there was nothing coming in at all. And I remember there was a time I just decided, let me do also theater work. So I started to do my theater work, and on those theater works, I will do the surgery. When I knock off, I go and assist the other doctors in town to do their theater list. And that helped me financially because at least money started to come in. But unfortunately, I was burned out. And I had to look into myself and say, no matter what I'm doing, it's good for my finances. But at the end of the day, if I don't put a stop to this, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to die in the process of trying to do everything. And I can't be everything for everybody at the same time. I needed to just, take a break. I needed to pause and say, you know what? I need to just take a day off. Even if on that day I decide I'm going to switch off my phone, It's very important so that I can get my sanity back, because I was feeling like I'm getting mad. I don't know if you get me or you understand what I'm saying, but that's where I was going. I even felt if I don't deal with this sooner, I'm going to end up in a mental institution. So that's why I thought I need to talk about this. The reason is, especially with the lockdown, especially with the COVID, especially with my job, being a doctor, being a healthcare provider, being part of, your essential service providers. At the end of the day, there's a time whereby you reach that limit. When you reach that limit, enough is enough. I can't go anymore. No matter how much you want to save the whole world, you cannot save the whole world when you yourself, you cannot save yourself. There's no way you can pour when from yourself, your cup is very empty. It can never work. So I had to decide that, I need to refill. I need to put back where I have lost what I was before this, this thing of the burnout came. So that's when now I had to strategize, and I had to make ways on how to go forward to deal with this thing of burnout. So yeah, I'm going into how to deal with burnout, the tips on how to manage burnout. Number one, for me personally, what helped me was to say that, I'm also a human being. No matter how much I can try to be a superhero for everyone else, I'm also a human being. I need also time for me. Even if it means one day in a week I close down so that I can get that time to relax, breathe in, meditate, allow myself, to feel that energy from within. Just allow, myself to, to get that rest that I need, to get that meditation that I need, to get that prayer time that I need. I told myself I have to do what will suit me, because I cannot pour where I don't have anything to pour anymore, because that's where now I become dangerous. I become dangerous to my own patients. I become dangerous to myself. So I needed to deal with myself. I started by taking time off. When I took my time off, I started my meditation. With my meditation, I started my prayers, my fasting. Those who know me, those who follow me on Instagram, they will know there are times I talk about meditation. There are times I talk about time for self-care. There are times I talk about this time whereby I just switch off. Switch off to the extent that when you look on social media, you won't be able to find me on social media, because I just say it's very important that I need to, get that person back, that energy back, everything that, led to my burnout. I need to refill my cup so that when I go out there, I'm a different person and I'm able to give from the cup that is running over. So number one, you get the rest. Number one, when you are doing the rest, that is where you incorporate your prayer, you incorporate your meditation, you incorporate your reading, you incorporate your beauty, therapy for, ladies that want to still, freshen up and look nice. And that is the time that you use so that you can work on your beauty and everything else that deals or is focused on you regaining back that that power, regaining back that energy. Not only that, be able to say no. I had to learn, but in the hard way. It's okay to say no when you feel like you have to be there for everyone else. You need to also to learn that it's also important. Part of taking care of yourself, part of dealing with burnout is also to say no. No to, let's say they call you and they invite you for extra work, but you feel already you are exhausted. It's okay to say no. Unfortunately, this time I can't go. Unfortunately, this time I feel the burnout. Unfortunately, I need time just to refocus, get my groove back so that I can be able to give you my 100%. So it's okay. Don't feel bad about saying no. I remember there were times whereby we had surgical cases, but I was looking at myself and I said, I'm running casualty, I'm running my practice, I'm running, the government hospital, I'm still doing sessions. At the end of the day, I still come and I do operations with the local doctors. I say, it's just too much. And I decided, and I told all the private doctors that are doing operations with me, and I said, sorry, unfortunately, this is where my journey ends with operations. And from the beginning already, I told my patients, unfortunately, when it comes to your operations, I won't be able to assist, but go through these people, through these doctors, they will be able to help. By just doing that, I was able to get my rest back. I was able to get my energy back. I was able, to be more focused. I was able, to even learn new skills. I was able to do things that I could not because I was just overcommitted and I was too hard on myself. So it's very important to say no, even though, the people might not support what you are saying. And then the other important issue is also number 3. Not only are you supposed to learn to say no, also learn to acknowledge that you have a problem. Because if you don't acknowledge that you are suffering from burnout, by the time you actually see that there's a problem, you are already in a psychiatric ward. So you have to tell yourself, must you wait until someone will make the diagnosis for you that you have that burnout? Or when you see the signs of excessive fatigue, excessive, grumpiness, not being able to function, in a normal setting, you can't think clearly, you can't do the normal things that you are able to do. And you lose focus on the direction you're supposed to go. You're not only losing focus, your work is always behind. You never get to finish a task because of the burnout. You are all over the place because you think by you being committed, overworking, you're going to achieve more. But it's very important that you need to learn to manage your time. Manage your time in such a sense whereby before even you go home, make sure you have finished all your work in the office. That's what I do. When I come home, I don't bring any work at home anymore because this is my time to just get that energy back, my time to refresh, my time, to bond with my children, my time to bond with my husband, my time to catch up on the world, to catch up on things that I've missed. So I don't want anything to come and distract me. Hence, I don't bring any work at home. So manage your time wisely that you are able to do everything and leave your work at work. So that by the time you come home, you get time so that you can manage and do other things that are also important for your well-being. So it's very important. Manage your time very well. So not only that, it's also important to know that you need a very strong balance system. Balance system in the sense whereby, not only the balance at work, you need a balance also in the home setting. So whatever you're doing at work, make sure that it's balanced. When you come home, make sure also that at home is balanced. Because if you don't have any balance between your work and your home, one of them will give way and they will show here. Unfortunately, you are not doing very well. So that's where you need to now balance everything so that whatever you're doing at work is balanced. Whatever you're doing at home is also balanced. Then the other point is not to forget your support. system. Support system is very important. It's very important. For me, I always say, for those who always, follow my journey on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, I always talk about my husband, because my husband is a strong support system for me. When I come home, I can cry again. I can just be myself. And I can let out without feeling that someone is going to judge me for what I'm doing, for what I'm saying. So that's why it's very important that no matter what, find someone that can support you. Find someone that will be there for you in times when things are tough. They will be able to lift you up so that you can be able to cope with the burnout. So it's very important. Let's not forget that. And then don't forget, self-care is also very important. So take care of yourself. I always say, we always have time to make more money, but you only have one life. That one life, use it wisely. Because if you lose that one life, unfortunately, it can never be replaced again. If you die today because you are overworking yourself, tomorrow you will be replaced by that same job you are overworking, overcommitting yourself to. So that's why it's important to take care of yourself first. It doesn't help. You come to the work, but the self-care is not there. At the end of the day, the signs will show that you are not coping. So self-care is very, very important. Always remember to take care of yourself, so that when you take care of yourself, you can be able to take care of the next person that needs your help. So remember that if you take care of yourself, you can also give more to the next person, to the neighbor that needs your help, to the patient that needs your support, to the parents that need your help. You can go an extra mile because you started by taking care of yourself. Then you are able to give to the people that are around you. So basically that's it, how to deal with burnout. I'm just giving you my personal experience as a medical doctor on the things that we see, on the things that I have experienced on my own life, whereby I was at a point whereby I almost ended in a psychiatric hospital because of burnout. And I told myself that, you know what, I'm going to get a hold of my life back. And I'm not going to allow burnout to control my life. I'm going to start to do things that I know at the end of the day will benefit me as a medical doctor, will benefit me as a mother, will benefit me as, as an author, as a businesswoman. I had to start to do things that at the end of the day, they will help me to be the best, to give the best results, and to even make an impact in a very positive way, and still not be ashamed and embarrassed to admit that even I too, I am not a superhero, I am not a superwoman, I am a human being, and I'm a person like each and every one of you. And occasionally, me too, I do go through those burnouts. So I hope you have been inspired. I hope you got a message, you got 1 or 2 points that will help you to deal with burnout. And I don't want you to feel embarrassed. I don't want you to feel ashamed. I'm just sending you a lot of love so that you know you are not alone in this. Even though you might be, let's say, at this stage in a psychiatric hospital dealing with, burnout, I don't want you to feel bad. I still want you to, acknowledge there's a problem and then take it from there. Once you start your treatment, once you start the journey of accepting then you can make changes that will help you so that this problem will not continue and will not affect you for the rest of your life. So thank you very much, Dr. Nambi, who is coming live from Bella Bella. Please don't forget to follow my journey on YouTube, subscribe on my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, and you will be able to learn more from me as I continue to share my personal experiences about my life, as an author, my life as a medical doctor, my life as a motivational speaker. And please continue to support my book, From Ghetto to Doctorpreneur. If you can, please get yourself a copy of my book and support our dream as we continue to make a difference in the community, as we continue to use, this book to make an impact and to make this world a better place. So thank you so much. Subscribe and continue to follow my journey. Dr. Nambi, coming to you live from Bella Bella. I thank you